Although it may seem like we got plenty of rain Monday, some farmers near the state line are dealing with the repercussions of the summer's drought.
Yeah, 23 News reporter Jake Pearson speaks with a local farmer about why he finds a new disaster declaration disappointing.
USDA Secretary Tom Vilsack issued the declaration awarding emergency funds to Central Illinois, but farmers here in the state line weren't included in that proclamation.
It's just, unfortunate that assistance isn't available in our area for the producers that might need it.
The USDA Farm Service Agency can provide emergency loans to producers recovering from national disasters, drought included. Fulton, Mason, and Tazewell counties will see these declarations, but Stateline counties won't.
We started out the season with dry conditions, and then we got a little rain, and then not enough rain. My corn actually looked terrible for about a month and a half. I think on the corn crop, we maybe are going to be okay.
Laura Lee Schultz is the manager of the Millermore Dairy in Orangeville. While she primarily works with dairy products, she says her crops couldn't beat the heat.
We make 4 crops of alfalfa each year. Our yield on those was down probably by about 2/3. And then on our grass hay, that yield was definitely less than 50% on our second cutting.
Other state line farmers tell me they don't understand why the USDA was picking and choosing counties, saying most parts of Illinois were affected. Illinois State Representative Joe Sosnowski says it's time to make adjustments.
Those most affected receive more assistance than those least affected, but we shouldn't exclude counties if they've truly been affected. We need to make sure that our federal programs adapt to that.
Surrounding central Illinois counties like Cass, Knox, McLean, and more will have 8 months to apply for emergency loans starting today.
According to drought.gov, July was the 92nd wettest month on record over the past 129 years.